I'm so thankful I got caught. I really am.
The hacker behind a massive data breach impacting millions of students and teachers is opening up about how he got involved in the dark underworld when he was just 15. Now, parents may remember the PowerSchool hack that became public last year.
It compromised everything from social security numbers to medical and disciplinary information. Several school districts in San Diego County were impacted. Team 10 investigative reporter Austin Gravish shows us how that hacker got pulled into this world of cybercrime.
At first glance, Matthew Lane could be mistaken for just being an ordinary kid. But Lane is a mastermind turned Gen Z hacker.
It's indescribable, like the adrenaline you get when doing something like that. It's way more than driving 120 miles per hour on like a back road or a highway.
Skilled in computer science, he was learning to code by age 14.
I really started getting into programming when I was playing Roblox. And I was involved in the game cheating community.
His cybercrime started just a few years later when he was in high school. His victims ranged from a school athletic association to private companies and even foreign governments. Now 20, Lane agreed to speak to ABC News 2 days before he reported to prison for his crimes. He says the trouble all started after he found himself in a corner of the internet where hackers sold stolen information.
And you see this lavish, luxurious lifestyle that these kids, other people, sometimes adults, 20 to 40 years old, leading, and you're like, as a young kid, like, I want that.
And Lane got it. From jewelry to relaxing in his penthouse apartment, the college freshman was living a lavish life. A life that was paid for with millions in ransom payments he extorted from victims.
But I couldn't stop. I was addicted to not only drugs, I was addicted to hacking. That gave me the most natural high ever.
One victim was the California company PowerSchool, which provides software to more than 18,000 school systems. It's referred to as Victim 2 in court documents. In 2024, Lane was able to hack PowerSchool using an employee's stolen credentials. Court documents say Lane had exfiltrated student and teacher data, including social security numbers, dates of birth, and confidential medical information from one of Victim 2's customers, which was one of the largest school districts in California. Days later, PowerSchool got a ransom demand for Bitcoin worth $2.8 million. It claimed to come from a notorious hacking group. The ransom threatened to leak personal information from more than 60 million students and 10 million teachers across the U.S., Canada, and elsewhere, saying, "We fully intend to destroy your company and bankrupt it to the point of absolute no return if the ransom is not paid." PowerSchool agreed to pay but has refused to reveal the amount.
In other news today, families in the San Diego Unified School District are being notified about another cybersecurity incident.
In 2025, school districts in San Diego County started notifying parents. State records reviewed by Team 10 show districts in Rancho Santa Fe, Ramona, and Santee were all hit. As for the San Diego Unified School District, it says after initially alerting nearly 100,000 families their information had been compromised, that turned out to be a false alarm.
A district spokesperson told Team 10 that after cybersecurity experts were brought in, the district determined that no information from San Diego Unified was taken.
The FBI says the hack will continue to haunt victims who are now at risk of identity theft.
I was one of the worst I've seen here when you talk about financial impact and you talk about the forever impact that these students and faculty will have for the rest of their life.
I'm so thankful I got caught. I really am.
That stuff affected me so bad.
Lane, who was 19 when the FBI arrested him in his dorm room at Assumption University in Massachusetts, now acknowledges he stole more than personal information.
It took their sense of security and being.
He says he agreed to speak with ABC News as a way to right a wrong.
I hope I can convince at least one person not to go down my path.
Lane is now encouraging parents to put guardrails in place to protect their kids.
See what they're doing, like what they're interested in, you know? But also warn them about, you know, how things can get crazy on the internet.
Fergus Hay says parents need to take that seriously. He's the founder of the Hacking Games, which finds neurodivergent Gen Z hackers who are developing their skills in the gaming world and encourages the kids to use their talent for good.
But what's really scary, and what the data shows, is the vast majority of the people committing the cybercrime are children.
Hay explains why cybercriminals are grooming children in online games.
Every hacker is a gamer. And that's because it's the same mentality. It's spotting patterns, it's solving puzzles, it's breaking rules, it's competing.
Lane says he didn't know it as a kid, but eventually learned he had autism. He too was neurobrilliant, skilled in research and computer science. Talents he used for bad, not good. As for PowerSchool, the company offered students and faculty 2 years of free credit monitoring. PowerSchool says it takes the responsibility to protect student data extremely seriously. It declined to say how many victims were ultimately affected in the breach. Now 20 years old, Lane's reflecting on how he's going to repay his victims.
I gotta pay my debt to society. That's the way it is.
A judge agreed. At sentencing, Lane was ordered to pay more than $14 million in restitution. He's now serving a 4-year prison sentence in Connecticut. Austin Grabish, Team 10.
And ABC News will have much more on this investigation into teen hacking, minor mayhem, the hackers of Gen Z, tonight on a special edition of Nightline. It airs after Jimmy Kimmel Live.